I've been doing a lot of research this week, and it's been mainly focused on this game. Because I'll be honest, I overlooked the Jags throughout a lot of the season. I didn't think much about them. Trevor Lawrence, Sunshine. Who the hell is this guy? I didn't care. Does Jacksonville have any real fans down there in Florida? No. It's a fake team. They never should have been created as an expansion team in the first place. So whatever.
Oh, shit.
That said, I watching all the podcasts. I've been watching ESPN, Fox Sports. Everyone is on the Jaguars. Everyone. The spread on DraftKings, everywhere I've looked, at first the Bills are a 1.5 favorite. Now you look, the Jags are a 1.5 favorite. And I think a lot of that is because everyone saw the talking heads, all the supposed experts talking their shit about how the Jaguars are going to win this game. That's right. They're going to raw dog the Jags. And I like that you use raw dog because they're a cat team. So why not? Dog, raw dog, the cats. Let's go for it. Um, that said, all I hear about the Jags, the hottest team in the NFL, Trevor Lawrence playing better than any quarterback right now in the NFL. AJ, you could bring up that first graphic. I am tired of hearing about this 8-game win streak. If you look at this 8-game win streak, let me move to the side here, get out of the way of the graphic.
Please just leave the Jets
2
alone.
of those wins are against the Titans. And there's a lot of recency bias. And it's not just the NFL, it's in all of sports. Recency bias makes you forget who teams are at their core. These are the Jaguars. We don't care about them. Did anyone think about them in the beginning of the season? They did not. They're a nobody team. No one expected them to be here. Kudos to them. Kudos to Liam Coen. Liam Coen has done a masterful job. I'll talk more about that later. But 2 of these big wins are against the Titans. And week 18, a 41-7 thrashing of the Titans. At this point, the Titans were in tank mode. Cam Ward got hurt. I don't care about that. 2 big wins against the Titans. A big win against the hapless New Jersey Jets. The court jesters in Jersey looking for their number 1 overall pick that they failed to get. So Mendoza gone. Hello, Dante Moore. They thrashed the Jets. The Bills' third stringers thrashed the Jets. Mitch Trubisky threw 4 or 5 touchdowns against the Jets. He looked like a Hall of Famer. Mitchell Trubisky.
Hell yeah.
The Bills' backup offensive line pushed the Jets around. I'm not impressed by the win against the Jets. So we've already covered 3 of those wins in this vaunted 8-game winning streak is against the bottom feeder Titans and Jets. Then you think, oh, the Colts, that's impressive, right? The first Colts game, what happened? Daniel Jones broke his leg. And the second time they played the Colts, they survived that game against old man Phillip Rivers, checking the ball down over and over. Jonathan Taylor couldn't run the ball because rightfully the Jaguars were loading up the box. So that's a 4th and a 5th game of the 8-game win streak. That means nothing to me. Now, are there some good wins there? Sure. I mean, they beat up the Chargers. The Chargers, I think they had Austin Deculus at offensive line, so there's caveats there as well. Herbert's been hurting, but that was an impressive win. I did watch back the highlights and some of the all 22 there. Liam Coen called a sick game that game. The misdirections from Liam Coen, awesome. They survived the Cardinals. I mean, they survived the Cardinals 27-24. Does that scare me? It does not. And then they beat up the Broncos. Now, what I'll say is this Jags offense is legit. They put up 34 points against Troy's Broncos. Now, AJ, bring up the next graphic because I want to get into that game because that's the most recent game they played against the playoff team. The Broncos are the 1 seed. Bo Nix, who I trash on all year,
Oh boy.
put up 445 yards of total offense against the Jaguars. They outgained the Jaguars by 100 yards, and they lost. Why did they lose? They were 1 for 3 on 4th down. They went for a couple of times. So I'm going to count that as 2 turnovers. They lost the fumble. Bo Nix did what Bo Nix does. He threw a bad interception, and that turned into an L. Yeah, well, even when Bo Nix puts up 445 total yards, I find a way to shit on him. It's what I do. I love it. 34-20 win for the Jags. Impressive, but at the same time, is it all that impressive when you get outgained by 100 yards? Now, again, the offense is humming, putting up 34 points against that Broncos defense. It's fantastic. So, are there reasons to fear the Jags a little bit? Yes, but AJ, you know what? Move on to the next graphic because I've been hearing about something else all week long from all of these experts. The Jaguars are the number one run defense in the NFL. I got to give a shout out to the biggest Bills guy on the interwebs, Dan Mitchell, for first making me aware of not this game in particular, but of the fact that even though the Jacksonville Jaguars are the number one run defense in the NFL by yards allowed on the season, they have had the fewest rushing attempts against them, partially because their pass defense is so terrible that everyone just wants to throw the ball all over them. That is also why the Jaguars, they might lead the NFL in interceptions, but they've got a lot of interceptions on the year. They're very opportunistic, but it's because people are throwing the ball 30, 40, 50 times a game on them. Of course, it's going to lead to a few more picks, unless you're the Jets, who can't catch a ball even if it hits them in the chest. So look at these numbers. Look at RJ Harvey and Jalen McLaughlin. These guys aren't world beaters at this stage, though I think Harvey has a bright future ahead. This Broncos running game is not good. Both of these guys against the number one run defense in the NFL averaged over 7 yards a carry. You're telling me I'm supposed to be terrified that the Bills aren't going to be able to run the ball like all of these talking heads and experts are saying because the Jaguars are the number one run defense? Get the hell out of here. These guys both averaged over 7 yards a carry. What do you think James Cook is going to do? The cook is going to get into the kitchen. He's gonna cook a 5-star meal. It's gonna be beautiful. I'm not afraid of this run defense. And while we're talking about this, just want to point out something. The Bills are statistically the worst run defense in the NFL. The Jags, they can't run the ball. So I think that matches up well for us, especially since if you look at the Bills' last several games, 4 or 5 games, Deion Walker, rookie 4th-round pick, has been a steal. He's playing really well. Rookie 2nd-round pick, TJ Sanders is healthy now. He's starting to play a little better. He was absolutely awful. His game film, he was getting tossed around, technique terrible. It was laughable, some of the plays where he was legit spun backwards and just thrown down on his belly, like out of the picture. He's playing better. We don't have Ed Oliver back yet, but Daquan Jones is back and looking healthy. We got some dudes starting to step up and play. And our D has really shut some teams down. We shut the Patriots run game down in the second half, except for one big Travion Henderson run. I'll stop my great speech and I'll read this. Let's see what Steve Go But Learn How to Spell says. Oh, AJ moved on. Go back to the first one. I didn't read it yet.
The second one's better. This one's better.
Okay. Every season, the Bills lose. Lose is 1-0, my friend. Hooked on phonics. It's a beautiful thing.
Oh, my God.
The Bills lose and choke in the playoffs with the worst Bills team in the playoffs we've seen. So I don't know about the Bills winning. I mean, I thought he'd be more trolly than that. I'm sorry, Steve Go Shoot. I won't make fun of you too. That was okay. Fair. A lot of talk about this being the worst Bills team. I don't know if that's true. I mean, it's the wide receivers are so terrible that everyone says automatically this is the worst team the Bills have had. Yes, we're counting on like 30-something-year-old washed wide receiver 3, washed wide receiver 4, benched on other teams, can't get a target. Brandon Cooks to be a wide receiver 1. I get it. But we have Dalton Kincaid. We have statistically the number 1 offensive line in the NFL. The Broncos can make an argument. Other than that, it's the Bills. The Bills and the Broncos, top 2 O-lines in the NFL. We got Josh Allen, obviously. We got 3 beautiful stallions at tight end. Jackson Hawes, rookie 5th-round pick. The best blocking tight end maybe in the game. Did I move back to the prior graphic? I don't know if I was done yet.
No.
Fine. You can stay on that graphic. That's fine.
This is a good graphic.
So it is a good graphic, but I wasn't up to that yet. I'm still, before Steve interrupted me with his bullshit chats, I was talking about the Bills run game and this Jaguars defensive line. I was talking about how the Bills run defense is drastically improved. Now, the Bills would have shut down the Patriots run game. That has been very good. If not for one Travion Henderson run, it was to the right. Everyone was right. He cut it back all the way left. It was a little weird. Hairston, rookie corner. He shut off and let him, get the edge back the other way. There was also a big holding on Deion Walker that allowed that cutback to happen. That was missed. Other than that, the Bills shut down the Patriots run D. But the Bills, why have the Bills team been some of the worst run D in the NFL other than rookies having to play key minutes early? Undersized. That's what everyone says. They're the most undersized defensive line in the NFL. So that got me thinking. And I did some research on this. So I have my little sheet here because I'm a nerd. Nerds for the win.
Oh, yeah.
I looked at this. I looked at the Jaguars defensive line and their size. They are smaller than the Bills defensive line. This is the number one run D in the NFL. They're smaller than the Bills defensive line. They got Armstead, 6'7", 290. Hamilton, their big nose tackle. He's 335. That's the biggest guy they got on the D line. Josh Hines Allen, the fake Josh Allen, the man that had to put a hyphen in his name because he was tired of being confused for the real Josh Allen. That's so embarrassing when you have to change your last name because you're in someone else's shadow when you're 6'5". He's only 255 though. And Trayvon Walker, 272. 272, 255, 290, and 335. Three of their four guys, including one of their defensive tackles, well under 300
420.
pounds. Well under 300 pounds. Every guy on the Bills offensive line, all of them, well over 300 pounds. I think this Bills offensive line is going to get movement. They're going to be able to push them back off the ball. The Bills love one of their favorite run concepts on the season. They will spam it. They love to run duo. And for those of you out there who aren't nerds like me, when you have duo, you'll get a center and a guard on one of those defensive tackles. You're going to get, what is this guy saying? A guard and a tackle, double teaming another guy. And you're going to try and get double teams and push dudes back. And they're going to. And no one in the NFL right now has been better than James Cook at just having the vision to find the hole and just cut seamlessly and fluidly through it and run away from defenses. AJ, now you can go to that graphic.
Yeah, gotta find that hole and dominate. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, that's how it goes. You'd like to smash. Bring up the graphic.
I got you.
So that's the run
from
game.
little men.
Now, all this talk, the Jaguars, the hottest team in the league. Look at that offense. Games against scrubs.
Yeah, that'd be great if he just took the Jags after
scrubs to end the season. The Bills average more points per game, but very similar. Very similar. They're separated by less than a point per game. So we can call that a wash, but one team has Josh Allen, proven playoff player. We'll get to that soon. The other team has Trevor Lawrence. We'll see.
We didn't even get to Allen.
He's only been there twice, so the jury's still out on Trevor. I'm not going to attack the man here.
Who's running this
Passing
clock?
yards per game.
Me,
About the same.
You're gonna see it.
About
You're gonna
the
see
same.
something.
Passing yards per game, about the same. We're fine with that. Even though the Bills wide receivers are absolutely terrible, and the Jags got some dudes, man. BTJ is the third guy now in that pecking order, behind Jacoby Myers and Parker Washington, who I think Parker Washington looks like Amon-Ra to me. Same size and speed profile, run good routes, toughness. Love what Parker Washington's doing. He's their deep threat. He's their big play guy. And no Maxwell Hairston kind of worries me a little bit. On to the next part. Rushing yards per game. This is where the Bills start to separate a bit. More balance. Neither team can sack the quarterback. So we'll see what happens there. And at the bottom, the Jaguars have lived off those interceptions.
This could have been an email.
So this gets to my point. If the Bills can play clean football, if Josh doesn't turn the ball over, the Bills are winning this game. Shut up, Tom. This could not have been an email. That's a lot of typing. It's a lot of characters. Can you imagine how many typos Steve Go Shoot would have had in an email this long? Come on. You wouldn't have even been able to read that shit.
Solo YouTube video.
Move on to the next graphic. Next graphic.
You know what?
I went to the store and picked up groceries and just got back.
That way, you're gonna let him talk to you like that? Next graphic? Come on, you're better than that, AJ.
I'm just sitting here waiting. I'm just doing it.
Next graphic, please, sir. Please,
That-
I got work in the morning,
That's
Mike.
better.
Come on.
This is like a corporate presentation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, look, he worked hard on this
Viewership's at
PowerPoint,
0.
okay?
I'm looking for an investment. That's all. All right. So
I want
you
20%.
got Trevor Lawrence, unproven quarterback on one side, and you have Joshua Patrick Allen on the other side. Historic playoff stats. Most rushing touchdowns. Second in total touchdowns. Look at those passing yards. Look at those rushing yards. And then the turnover percentage is what I really want to focus on here. Lowest all time. You have the Tom Brady's, the Patrick Mahomes. No one has played cleaner football than roller coaster, sugar high Josh Allen. Because Josh Allen becomes Superman in the playoffs. He becomes the best of Superman and Clark Kent in the playoffs. He protects the ball and he still delivers the incredible plays.
Wait, you're missing a stat. How many Super Bowls are up there? Hold on.
Shut
I
up.
don't.
No.
This
Hold on, I have
is
a plan, Ray.
exactly what
Just
I am
listen.
talking
All right.
about, though. With the talking heads, with the big arguments you'll see on TV. It's Josh Allen has only beaten these quarterbacks in the NFL, and people are like, oh, he beat Skylar Thompson and all these and people, to make fun of Troy a little bit, when people list the bad quarterbacks Josh Allen has beaten in the playoffs, they list Bo Nix. Love it. That said, Josh Allen doesn't go against the other team's quarterback. Josh Allen goes against the other team's defense, and his numbers are historic. The Bills' points per game, everything has been fantastic. The Bills can't help if Josh Allen throws a touchdown. Whatever I took before the show, it's just some C4, buddy. That's all it is. Josh Allen cannot be faulted for throwing a touchdown to go up with 13 seconds left in the game when his coach decides to play everyone 30 yards off the line of scrimmage and let Mahomes throw legit 5 air yard passes up the seam that go for 20 twice in a row to put Butker into field goal range. You can't. These arguments are ridiculous. Josh has done what Josh has needed to do. Next graphic. Next graphic.
I think he fell asleep.
Put everybody to fuck to sleep. Yeah.
The hostess with the mostest has fallen asleep on us. The next graphic shows Josh Allen's touchdown to interception ratio. Best all time in the playoffs. This dude protects the football, and that matches up very well for us because this Jaguars team they bet on getting interceptions because their pass defense is absolutely atrocious, ranks last in the league in EPA. All the advanced metrics tell me the Bills can and should win this game. Did AJ die? Is he here? Is the show running?
It's
What's
just
going
on you, brother. You got to host a show now.
I mean, the Bills are going to win this game. I like the Bills. It's only when it was the Bills laying 1.5. I still like the Bills to cover. I mean, it's only 1.5. We have a graphic that AJ's disappeared for that shows the injury reports. I'm not making excuses. I'm not going to do that. But this is a game analysis that I dove deep into, so we're going to talk about it. The Bills injury report. If the man comes back, it shows the graphic.
I can't wait
Shows
till
the
we get
Bills
deep
injury
into this
report.
analysis.
The Bills injury report is about as long as my presentation. Look at that. There he is. He's back.
Whoa.
And the Jags is nice and short. But the Jaguars might have the most painful injury
nice
of
and
all.
short.
If you look, Cole Van Linnen, tackle, knee injury, questionable. He just returned to practice on Friday. But when I was looking at those videos, the dude did not look good. Even if he plays, he could be a liability. Greg Rousseau, Joey Bosa, we need a game out of you. We need a game. The fear factor for the Bills comes in where all of this is washed out the water. If either Tre'Davious White or Christian Benford goes down, I'm knocking on wood. So Bills fans, if you see this, you can't blame me. We're in trouble. Because Maxwell Hairston, in garbage time, with 5 minutes left, up 30-something points against the hapless Jets in a meaningless game, was still on the field because of some bullshit that went down with Darius Slay. He wanted to play for the Eagles. He wanted to be flying with them birds. So when the Bills picked up Darius Slay, we had to let Ingram go. And the Texans claimed Ingram. So we only had 3 active cornerbacks on our roster when Darius Slay didn't report. So Hairston had to play late into the game. He's hurt. He's our speedster. He's the guy that would have been covering Parker Washington on key third downs. He's not there. If Tre'Davious White or Benford goes down, we have to have 30-something-year-old 7th-round draft pick Dane Jackson, who's long since been washed for many years now, but knows the system, come on in the playoffs against these 3 phenomenal wide receivers. And that scares the hell out of me, to be honest. If that happens, I'm afraid. The other big thing is Matt Prater. He's ancient. He's 40 plus. Giving old men like me hope maybe I can go back and kick in the NFL. I'll go get a tryout. I'll walk on for the Jets. This way, if I miss, they just think I'm doing my job. If Matt Prater is hurt, we just signed Matthew Wright to the practice squad. That's a big unknown. Dude that hasn't been kicking has to come in and kick in a big playoff game. Meanwhile, you got this other guy, the bionic fucking leg. He has a bazooka for a leg, shooting cannonballs from 70 yards. There's a big advantage for the Jaguars there, especially if Prater can't go. And I do have the fears that Prater goes and that quad locks up again. He's 40 plus. Sometimes us old men shit locks up on us when we get out of bed in the morning. I sneeze and my back goes out. I'm worried about that. It's a real thing.
Talk.
When I'm sneezing now, my brain is like firing off to the neurons.
I'm
like,
just
all
worried
right,
about shitting myself when I fart. This
line
guy's
your
gotta worry
body
about all
up.
this shit.
Don't turn your head while sneezing, or else something's gonna go. You have to sneeze. You have to everything fluid, straight line, so you don't pull anything. You got to be careful. That's the world Matt Prater's in.
Make sure you put your hair in a ponytail.
Shut up. Last thing I'm gonna say about this game.
Oh,
Liam Coen, because I'm going to give the Jags a little bit of respect. Liam Coen has been a mastermind. I've watched some of the conflicts he's putting defenders in, the misdirection, the way it causes you to not be able to play fast defensively, the disguises. It's fantastic. Finally using Trevor Lawrence's legs in the red zone. Don't worry, Tom. You're going to be able to go to sleep for a long time very soon. Very soon.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm dead.
Very soon. After Monday night, you can go to sleep until next year. Okay? That said, Liam Coen is a dude. He has Trevor playing well, but go Bills.
The stream's still on? Oh, shit.
Go Bills. The winner of this game, the winner of this game is going to the Super Bowl.
Are you done? Are you done?
I am done.
Are you done?
All right.
All right. Hold on.
All right, Mike's
Hold on.
been muted for
Hold
the
on.
next like 5-10 minutes. All right.
All right. So,
Five
Chris,
shows.
He's not going
I just want to say, I thought you were joking, Chris.
No.
Fuck you. No, fuck
What
you.
was the time?
23 minutes and 54 seconds.